From the 1990s to the millennium, Afrobeats has gone through many transformations.
Speaking about Afrobeats documentaries, do you think there's such a thing as a perfect Afrobeats documentary?
No, not now at least. It's unlikely. It's not possible. Bro, it's unlikely that one Afrobeats documentary, we're only seeing the first generation Afrobeats documentaries. That's what we're currently seeing. It's first generation. Everything. So how in the world do you expect it to be perfect? These guys are humans. The people that are doing these Afrobeats documentaries are human beings like you and I. So how in the world do you think they're not going to make errors? They're not going to make mistakes? It's unlikely. And the idea that you can criticize, okay, I think this, you can disagree with some things. Okay, I think this is not sufficient. I think this is bad. I think this is great. You can do all those things. But it's not to the extent of slandering. That's just unreasonable. Do you understand? Like, do you think if it was easy, make everybody go drown now? Bro, an Afrobeats documentary, if you really want to do it, scripting, research, writing, interviews people across the country, in foreign countries, bro, camera crews, money, that's a long time. Do you get? That is a long time. Most people don't even have tolerance for it. Do you know the amount of people that I know that have wanted to do documentaries that have not even started? I was watching Nick Wright yesterday. Nick Wright is like an American sports commentator. And he was doing this list about like the 50 greatest, is it 30 or 50 greatest basketball players over the past 50 years. And I didn't agree with some of the things, but the detail and the research that went into it, I respect it. And sometimes you don't have to like the entirety of something, but you can still say, man, I respect the work that was done here. And that's the thing with documentaries, because it's so hard to make a documentary. It's not an album. It's a documentary of different moving parts, of a genre that goes back years. Bro, it's a lot of work. So there's nothing like it's perfect Afrobeats documentary. It simply can't happen right now, at least, because people that are making documentaries now, they're the forerunners, and forerunners never reap the full benefits of something that they start. It's always the subsequent people that come. Yeah. The subsequent people that come to do Afrobeats documentaries, they're going to look at some of the stories that were not told, and they will embellish their stories with it. That's how it works, always. So you should respect these plates of forebears. That's what you should do. That's what you should do. It's not enough to just keep going on and on and on and on. It simply can't be perfect. Now, sometimes oversights, you can criticize me for oversight, it's fine. But it's not enough to just keep bashing. No, come on, guys. It's not reasonable. Come on. And I believe a lot of Nigerians do that because people are entitled. You understand? Public figures are entitled to, they want my story to be told. You want their story to be told. Guess what? There will be subsequent documentaries. If your story is important, it will be told. That's simple.
Yes. What was your take on the documentaries that have come out so far?
Man, like I said, bro, I respect the documentaries that have dropped. I respect this. I've also seen Bankuli's one that's going to drop, hopefully before the end of the year. And bro, it's just important that we're documenting our own stories, bro. Like, that's the long and short of documentaries. Your agenda, your stupidity, none of that matters. It's important that we're documenting our stories. That someone can come in 50 years and make reference to some of these things that are happening now. That's the most important thing. Because in the past, we were not documenting our stories. And that's why people are telling our stories for us. That's why an article on Billboard can go and say that, can credit Beyonce and Drake with the rise of Afrobeats. Obviously, it's that person's perspective, obviously. But if our story was properly told via interviews and articles, and they were not getting picked from 2009, from 2015, then we will not be there. People will know that the genre actually has roots. You understand? So these things are things, they, if marketed properly, it's going to make a lot of people know about our history, our music, the things that we've been able to do. That's it.
What do you think about those criticizing these documentaries?
Those what?
The people that are criticizing the documentaries.
They need to shut up sometimes, man. They need to shut up sometimes. It's not enough to push agenda. You have to be smart. And you can't criticize everything just because you don't like somebody. It's not enough. Being a great human being is being complex, not being simplistic. You understand? Do you get? Being someone that's smart is, I don't like this person, but I can still say, oh, this one thing that you're doing is nice. Do you understand? Human beings are not meant to be simplistic. We are not one-track minded. So if you are criticizing it on the point of execution, oh, I think this should be there. I think that should be there. When we watch the documentary, the people that I watched it with, we will pause it and argue. And the person that made the documentary loved every minute of it. Do you understand? Like, it's fine if you disagree with how this thing was told, how that was told, how this was documented, how that was documented. It's fine. I love it. But it's not enough to just, oh, this is a lie. What's a lie? What's the truth? Because someone else presents another perspective. That's that person's perspective as well. So, and that's fine. As long as we can trace it to places that actually make sense, not creating phantom stories, I have a problem. I'm not crediting the wrong people, I don't have a problem. That's it. That's how I say it.
Okay, so, I mean, you brushed on this earlier.
Yeah.
But how important is it to document history?
But it's very important, man. Nigerian artists they're just understanding now, but they are still doing it wrongly. A white person is interviewing your foreign publication. She won't know now, don't worry. I give you 50 years. Some of you are going to cry when your stories are not getting properly documented. How many Nigerian artists even have a website? Like full functional websites that are maintaining, updating, where they're communicating, putting out posts and stuff. Not a lot of them. It's important to document our stories. It's important because if you don't document our stories, white people are going to document them for us and they're going to own it, and that's factually.